Every once in a while, Nollywood serves up a film that goes beyond entertainment and touches on something deeper. Human flaws, the silent cracks in relationships, and the haunting regret that follows when we ignore the people who matter most. Losing You, now streaming on 1 and 2 Films TV, is one such story. Featuring the immensely talented Etim Effiong and the graceful Inem in lead roles, this movie isn't just another romantic drama. It's a heart-wrenching, emotionally layered tale that confronts the complexities of modern marriage, the toxic effects of selfish ambition, and the devastating consequences of taking love for granted. From the outset, Losing You presents itself as a film with a message, one that challenges the tired narrative of all men are scum. It's refreshing to see a Nollywood production flip the script, offering a more nuanced portrayal of male characters, particularly Etim Effiong's role, who represents the kind of man many women pray for: faithful, supportive, emotionally intelligent, and willing to grow with his partner. And yet, despite being that rare good man, he ends up broken, betrayed, and neglected by the very person he trusted most, his wife. At its core, Losing You is a cautionary tale about a woman who becomes so consumed with her professional life that she loses sight of the emotional and relational duties of her marriage. Inem portrays this career-driven woman with an admirable depth of character. She's ambitious, smart, and a go-getter. But her flaw lies in her tunnel vision. In her pursuit of success, she overlooks her husband's needs, dismisses his emotional calls for attention, and prioritizes her career milestones over the shared milestones in their relationship. This is not your typical cheating spouse narrative. It's deeper. It's about emotional abandonment, a subtle yet destructive form of neglect that doesn't always scream, but it slowly chips away at love. The husband doesn't cheat. He doesn't become abusive. He doesn't stop loving. Instead, he becomes invisible in his own marriage. And the pain of that erasure is something the movie captures poignantly. One of the most compelling elements of this film is how it shifts perspective. It doesn't villainize men wholesale, nor does it glorify toxic masculinity. Instead, it asks an important question. What happens when the man does everything right, but it's the woman who fails to show up? This reversal is powerful because it confronts a bias that's become prevalent in some circles, that men are almost always the problem. Losing You is a reminder that both men and women are capable of hurting each other, and both must be held accountable for their roles in a relationship. It's not enough to say men are trash or women are difficult. Real love requires mutual effort, sacrifice, and emotional intelligence. Etim Effiong, in his usual brilliant form, brings vulnerability to the screen without overacting. His portrayal of a man silently aching for connection, trying to reach his wife through date nights, deep conversations, and gestures of love, all of which go unnoticed, is both heartbreaking and relatable. The climax of the film is where it truly shines. Without giving away too much, there comes a moment when the wife is finally forced to confront the consequences of her actions. But by then, the damage is already done. Her husband, once the patient and forgiving partner, reaches a breaking point. And it is at this moment that viewers are hit with the emotional weight of the title, Losing You. Now guys, the twist you won't see coming. And just when you think you've seen the worst, the movie throws in a twist that redefines everything. The final scenes offer an unexpected turn that not only adds shock value but forces viewers to re-evaluate the characters' actions and decisions. It's one of those endings that leaves you quiet, reflective, and maybe even a little emotional. The twist doesn't exist merely for drama. It carries weight. It reinforces the idea that relationships are delicate, and the moment you begin to take them for granted, you set a chain of events in motion that may be irreversible. As someone who has watched the film and taken time to reflect on its themes, I can say this story stays with you long after the credits roll. It's not just because of the performances or the twist at the end, but because it mirrors real life. It's a sobering reminder that love, no matter how strong, can only survive when it is nurtured. No one, man or woman, wants to feel like they are alone in a relationship. What makes Losing You particularly powerful is its resonance with real-life scenarios. Many couples today are grappling with the balance between career and relationship. While ambition is admirable, it should never come at the cost of emotional connection. The film is a wake-up call to both men and women. Don't let success blind you to the people who support and love you behind the scenes. Final thoughts. In a sea of predictable love stories and recycled tropes, Losing You stands out as a sincere, emotional, and thought-provoking film. With its strong performances, layered storytelling, and impactful message, it pushes the audience to think deeply about the way we love, the way we neglect, and the price we pay when we don't pay attention. So yes, guys, you need to watch this. Not just for the drama or the acting, but for the reflection it sparks. Whether you're single, dating, or married, this film offers lessons worth learning. And hopefully, after watching, we'll all be a little more intentional with the people we love. And if you have seen the movie, I'd like to know your thoughts. Kindly drop a comment. Also like, subscribe and share this video. Watch Losing You now on 1 and 2 Films TV. And when you do, don't just watch, feel, reflect, and learn.